Welcome back to another installment of Notes, guys. This is going to go on page 26, and this time it's domain and range again, but it is about continuous functions, okay? It's going to be a little bit different, it's a little more challenging. So here we go. Okay, same, whoa, where'd it go? Go back. There we go. Same goal as before, except now instead of discrete, it is continuous. Okay, we talked yesterday, domain is the x's, range is the y's. That should not be a surprise to any of you. The way it's a little different though now, because now you are going to have a sort of graph. So I'm going to draw, oops, let me draw a little better. I'm going to draw an open circle there. I'm going to draw a closed circle there, and I'm going to just draw a line like that. Now, when you have this graph, the question is going to be, what is the domain of this graph? What is the range of this graph? Okay? To do that, it's a little bit different than before. The first step is we draw lines from the left and right side of the line to the x-axis. What that means is I'm going to go, this is as far left as the graph goes, I'm going to draw a line there. This is as far right as the graph goes, I'm going to draw a line there. Now I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to do the top and bottom of the line to the y-axis. So this is the top, this is the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to write down those numbers. This number is -3, this number is +3, this number is 1, and this number is 4. How did I figure that out? Well, 0, 0. Then I go 1, 2, 3. So that's -3, 1, 2, 3. That's 3. There's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4. So these numbers are the important numbers for my problem. Okay? Now, when I put it back together, okay, oh, hold on. Okay. When I put it back together, I need to figure out some inequality symbols. Okay, so the first one was up here. The other one was right here. And there was a line like that. Okay, now, whenever I see one of these circles, one of these open or these hollow circle or these closed-in circles, excuse me, I have to use the less than or equal to. Don't use greater than or equal to right now, just use less than or equal to. When I see the hollow, it means just less than. Okay? If I see an arrow in the problem, it means I'm going to end up using the infinity sign, but that also means that I use one of those. We're going to get to the infinities later. Don't worry about it too much right now. Okay? Now, we are going to put all of that together. Okay, I'm going to draw my graph again so that we have it down. There's an open circle there. There's a closed circle there. There was our line. Now, when I go back and I put my lines, remember that was -3, that was +3, that was 1, and that was 4. Okay? When I put it all together for domain, I'm going to say the numbers that I used were -3 and +3. Now, with the -3, I look up and I have that hollow circle. Remember, hollow circle means just less than. I don't put the equal sign. I look for the +3. It was a filled-in circle, so I do less than or equal to. Now, what goes in the middle? Well, domain is what? That's right, domain is x. So it is an x right there. Okay? Range. I look, here were my range numbers, so I'm going to put a 1 there. I'm going to put a 4 there. The 1 used the filled-in circle, so it's going to be less than or equal to. The 4 used the open circle, so it's going to go right there. Now we put the y there. Okay? I realize this is a little more complicated than before. Okay, but if you've taken your notes tonight, then tomorrow I will make sure that I'm helping you do the work. Okay? If you have a friend who you know doesn't take notes, make sure they do, because the kids with notes are going to be totally separated from the kids without notes, and I'm only going to help the kids with notes. Okay? If you have any questions, go back and look at the graph again, or go back and read through it again. Make sure that you know when to use this symbol and when to use that symbol. Okay? The rest of it is a little bit easier to teach. It's a little bit easier with practice, but remember this key piece here. Okay? It's just like the other inequalities. Any questions, let me know on Edmodo, and I will see you guys tomorrow in class.